Hello, everyone. I hope everyone with us today is having a great day. My name is Velko, and I am a product manager with Social Discovery Group. I will be hosting today's webinar on marketing and AI and discuss what's next with this topic. AI has seized the spotlight this year, leaving its mark on every industry. A big part of the conversation is, will digital marketing be changed forever? We will try to find the answers in our upcoming webinar. Before we dive in, I handpicked a few great examples of how AI is used in different use cases to put some context on today's topic. The average person currently receives almost 350 emails per day. With so much noise, wouldn't it be fantastic to send emails when individual recipients are most likely to open them? Well, 7sense AI helped the client increase email conversions by a spectacular 100% with AI-led email timings. Their tool predicts when each newsletter subscriber is most likely to open emails, which doubled their open rate by 20% and click-through rate of 3%. Amazing, isn't it? Nutella wanted to stand out in terms of packaging and make their products more desirable and brand more talkable, like Italians are. They used AI and dozens of patterns to create 7 million one-of-a-kind labels, as unique and expressive as Italian people are. And that's how the Nutella Unica brand was born. The 7 million jars manufactured for this campaign were sold out as soon as they hit the market. And the last use case is about the power of video creation. Many businesses want to quickly scale content creation and expand its global reach by creating videos in multiple languages. Not only do they use AI tools to create an avatar as a replacement for an actor, but they also used it to cut the cost of video production. As expected, Cyber Incorporated was able to create videos 10 times faster and scale into new markets much earlier than planned in their roadmap by generating content in multiple languages, which would be a very time-consuming and costly process without AI. All future-oriented companies integrate AI to their processes, and Social Discovery Group is no exception. We have very cool cases to share, but before we move to the presentations, let me take 1 minute to tell you a little bit about our company. Social Discovery Group is a global technology company focused on connecting people and solving the problem of loneliness and isolation with the help of digital reality. We unite more than 40 brands, an investment fund, an international team of 800 professionals and digital nomads from all around the world. Our brands have more than 250 million people across 100 different countries, and they exchange over 75 million messages every day. Our products include dating and new social and entertainment apps based on new principles of communication with focus on video streaming, AI technologies, and game mechanics. A huge department of marketing experts stands behind it, scaling our products with the help of AI. Today, we have 3 speakers from Social Discovery Group, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome our first speaker, Daniil Bendik, who is our user acquisition manager, and he will talk about the TikTok ads and evolution with AI. But before I invite Daniil to step on the stage, I want to encourage everyone listening out there to ask questions in the chat, because we will have Q&A sessions after every presentation. And now, without ado, Daniil, you have the stage.
Yes, hello everyone. So my name is Daniil. Thank you for joining us today. In this session, we will dive into how AI is changing video ads. I'll share with you some insights and provide practical tips on integrating AI into your marketing strategies. And at the end of this presentation, we'll have a Q&A. You can leave your questions in the comments and I will gladly answer them. So First, let's start with the question, why? Why should we use AI for advertisement? The answer lies in two major advantages, personalization and efficiency. First, AI offers immense opportunities for ad personalization. Imagine a future where every ad is tailored to individual preferences using data from platforms like TikTok. And for instance, in dating services, AI can modify elements like models' hair color or facial features to more effectively attract a user's attention. And AI benefits don't stop there. It also significantly reduces the time and resources needed for content creation and iteration. In a world where trends changing so rapidly, this agility is crucial, and AI enables us to adapt quickly, keeping our content fresh and ensuring we stay ahead in this competitive market. Let's begin with the easiest and yet most effective way to use AI for enhancing your video ad. We all know the importance of the first 3 seconds of the video. This is where you need a compelling hook to grab users' attention. And one of the simplest way to amplify your video impact is by adding a text hook. Thanks to AI, we can generate a wide array of hook variations quickly and efficiently. This capability allows us to experiment with different hooks and select the best ones for testing. These hooks can then be iterated and fine-tuned to appeal to specific audience segments. Now let's take a practical look at this process. So here's an example of a query we used for ChatGPT to create text hooks for dating.com video on TikTok. And a pro tip, the more detail you provide in your query, the better the results. By giving AI more context, we can obtain a range of high-quality text and tailored for our video. And here you can see all the query and answers we get from ChatGPT. Next, AI can be used for content localization for different audiences. This approach extends our reach, saves time and resources in adapting content, and makes it easier to test ads in the new markets. And let's look at some examples. First, we have a video that's original in English, and then we have same video but translated to Spanish using HeyGen AI tool. Let's look at the videos.
If you're single, stop scrolling. I just found the dating platform that you need to check out. I'm a firefighter from Indianapolis in my 40s, and I'm actually ready for a serious relationship. I discovered dating.com, and this platform opened up a whole new world of dating apps for me. Find the love of your life on dating.com. I promise you, you won't stay single for long. Si estás soltero, deja de desplazarte. Encontré una plataforma de citas que debes revisar. Soy bombero en Indianápolis, listo para una relación seria. Descubrí dating.com y esta plataforma me abrió un nuevo mundo de citas. Encuentra el amor en dating.com. Te prometo que no estarás soltero por mucho tiempo.
Yeah, notice how the Spanish version maintains the natural feel and tone of the original. This example demonstrates just how effective AI can be in creating localized content, giving us an effortless way to connect with new markets. Another way to integrate AI into your marketing strategies is use it to develop concepts and scripts for your videos. This approach it's not just about automation. It's about enhancing your creativity because AI can suggest fresh, innovative ideas that might not be immediately obvious to a human brain. Here is a quick look how AI help us to craft concept for TikTok video ad for dating.com. We fed the AI details like our target audience and key messaging points. And as a result, we got a detailed, customizable script ready for refinement and production. And this demonstrates AI's ability to efficiently generate creative concepts, streamlining our video creation process. Moving forward, let's look at the AI's role in content generation and editing. AI can transform text to images or videos and even edit content in ways that were previously unimaginable. To illustrate this, we have 3 videos. Again, one is original and the other 2 have been altered using AI. And you can take a moment to guess and try to guess which one is the real deal. Let's look at the videos.
If you're between the age of 25 and 65 plus looking for a partner, there is no better place than this app. You can finally find a warm, meaningful connection. I highly suggest you download this app right now and find your partner. If you're between the age of 25 and 65 plus looking for a partner, there is no better place than this app. You can finally find a warm, meaningful connection. I highly suggest you download this app right now and find your partner. If you're between the age of 25 and 65 plus looking for a partner, there is no better place than this app. You can finally find a warm, meaningful connection. I highly suggest you download this app right now and find your partner.
So it's quite challenging, isn't it? I want to look at the comments, but I don't see it, unfortunately. Anyway, the people who typed number 3 were correct. This is the original video, and the other 2 we altered using FaceGen AI. We changed the face of the model, and it looks so convincing. It's kind of scary, but this is the future of advertising. Next, I want to talk about another application of the AI in analyzing the audience and brainstorming new targeting strategies. And one effective method is creating detailed user personas with AI. In this example, with just some basic context provided to the AI, we receive a comprehensive audience persona. And this persona includes key characteristics and preferences for our target audience. Utilizing this information, we can tailor our campaigns more precisely and ensure that the messaging resonates with the right people at the right time. Using AI, we can dive deeper into audience profile. And by examining the persona we created earlier, AI helps us to brainstorm effectively. It prompts us to consider the audience concerns, reasons for interest in our product, and possible past experiences with similar products. This leads to more precise targeting strategies and helps us to understand our audience even better. And you can see on this example, very, very basic context. And ChatGPT gives us a lot of information about this audience. Of course, it's not 100% precise, but it can give us some ideas for our marketing strategies. And at the end of this presentation, I want to share with you some practical utility tips that I frequently use in my role as a user acquisition manager. A great example is using AI to streamline complex spreadsheet tasks. In this example, I need to extract the platform name from a campaign name, and using ChatGPT, I can quickly generate a formula to do just that. This is a huge time saver, especially if you're dealing with extensive spreadsheets on a regular basis. Another example is to use AI as a reference guide. For instance, if you're looking to understand the main policy requirements for advertising dating services in TikTok, you could go to TikTok website and read through lengthy policy pages on official website, or simply ask ChatGPT. The AI can provide you summary of this necessary information. And this is a quick and efficient way to find any information you need. So if you want to save time, use ChatGPT instead of browsing the web. It's much more effective. As we conclude, it's evident that AI is a game changer in advertisement, and it enhances personalization, streamlines creative process, and improves targeting strategies. Thank you for joining me today, and I will be glad to answer any questions that you have.
Daniil?
Yes.
Thank you very much for your insightful presentation. We will go through some questions now and choose the more challenging ones. So here's one for you. Besides the GPT chat, what are your go-to tools? Share your top 5 AI tools that make tackling everyday work tasks a breeze.
Yes, as I said, ChatGPT is my main tool because it just can do so many things. But we also use, as we discussed in the presentation, HeyGen for translation. It's very effective. It looks really, really convincing. And we also use FaceGen to change the model's face and create these new videos with new models. Besides that, our designers use tools like DALL-E and Midjourney to generate static creatives, but this is not a topic of this presentation because here we talk about video ads. But for static ads, there's even more tools now available.
Cool, great, thanks for this. And one more question for you, Daniil. Could you tell me more about the role of AI in adapting TikTok content into different languages, including text and voice localization?
Yes, as I said, you can use tools like HeyGen to translate your video, voice, and text, and it looks really convincing. You can, of course, if you want to explore new markets and you're serious about some particular market, it's better to contact local agencies and local creators and create just content for this particular region. But if you want to test, if you want to just see how your videos will perform on a, for example, Spanish market, Spanish-speaking countries, you can do this really easy using AI.
Perfect. Thanks for this. And one last question. Do the reach or engagement of such content decrease because it was generated by AI? What is your experience with this?
No, it doesn't really decrease. It just keeps creatives fresh. If we're talking about videos that we have with changed model faces, this video is still effective with AI models or with a real model, but it just gives us more videos, more variations to test. And this is essential if you want to stay competitive in TikTok advertising.
Great. Thank you again, Daniil, for the presentation. And now it gives me great pleasure to welcome our second speaker. I want to introduce and invite Margarita Shirokova, who is our deputy head of PPC Group, and she will be talking about turning data into dollars with predictive conversation. Margarita, it's all yours. You have the stage.
Thank you, Velka. So hello, everyone. Really glad to be here. As Velka said, my name is Margarita Shirokova. I'm deputy head of the PPC team. And today I'm going to tell you about how to turn first-party data into profit using predictive conversions. But before I do this, please don't forget to send your questions to the chat. I can't wait to hear them. So 3 years ago, our team made a strategic shift towards using predictive conversions, and this decision became a huge game changer for us, for our performance. And let me take you to the beginning of this transformative journey. So prior to 2020, we used descriptive conversions. This is the most widespread type of conversions. They just tell campaigns what has already happened. So they just state the fact that an event happened. And these conversions are used by the most of advertisers. They work pretty good if they are enough for optimization, but it wasn't our case. The problem is that SDG dating services are marketed as premium dating services. It also includes quite a high price for the service, making it less accessible to a broader client base. That's why we have fewer sales, and well, that's too bad, because first sales are our target action. They're the most accurate signal for the marketing campaigns. And if we go from another end and take events before the first purchase, like registration, opening chats, confirming email, these events are too numerous and too inaccurate. They do not contain any information on whether a client is going to convert to a paying customer or not. So we don't have any opportunity to distinguish between, well, good and bad clients in advance. And it leads to a waste of marketing budgets, which is obviously bad. And of course, there are many ways to deal with this problem. I'm sure you know many of them, like choosing the best geographical locations or adding audiences with paying customers in observation and many others. But the impact of these solutions is pretty limited. This is where predictive conversions emerged as a game-changing solution for us. Predictive conversions tell not about events which have already happened, but about events which are just going to happen. This way, we were able to generate a wider pool of lookalike clients resembling our paying customers. So now we have much more conversions. They are more accurate. We are able to upload them even before the first purchase appeared. And it helps optimization algorithms to learn faster and better. So how predictive conversions work? Since the moment of registration, all users are scored by AI algorithms by their behavior. How much do they resemble our paying customers? So such actions like uploading photo, clicking on profiles, clicking on notifications are important for us. And the more the client does actions which resemble paying clients, the bigger cumulative points are. And the bigger cumulative points are, the bigger chance it is that a client is going to pay. So when we just started using predictive conversions, we faced with a challenge that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to all of our projects. We have quite a lot of them. Some of them have a big client base and huge marketing budgets. Some of them are small. So if we take, for example, high-scored predictive conversions on a small project, then we have too few conversions to optimize and a very long period of learning phase for campaigns. If we upload to campaigns only low score predictive events, then big products with big budgets receive a lot of inaccurate and, well, just bad signals. So we decided that here the best approach is to create several predictive events we made free with different probabilities. So for example, 30% probability that the client is going to convert to a paying customer, 50 and 80. This way, user acquisition managers can choose themselves which predictive event works better for their project. And this way, every project has a good enough predictive conversion. And since the implementation of predictive conversions, we have a 37% growth year to year in the number of first purchases, and the CPA remains the same. So that's why I was telling that it was such a game changer for us. But we do not stop here. We want to make this model even better. So now we have two projects. Predictive conversion with adjustments. So now we send a prediction just once on day 2 or 3, because this prediction is a bit better than on day 1, but well, it takes some time, 2 or 3 days. That's a big delay, time delay. So now we want to update predictions daily so that campaigns would receive signals much faster. And in case we changed, well, not we, AI algorithms changed the prediction, campaigns would know about it. Another project is making predictive conversions for TROs. So we are testing now predictive conversions with value. So cumulative score of a client is sent as a value. So we could try this new for us type of campaigns. And we believe that it also might improve our performance, because even if we take only high scored clients, still in this group of people, of users, there are some clients with better probability than others, and we want campaigns to know about it. So to sum up, we believe that predictive conversions are an incredible tool which can become a game changer for many advertisers. It is adapting in real time. It is scoring users and telling you and campaigns who should get higher bids. It is a personalized approach, and it reduces significantly marketing budget waste. So I really encourage you to try to launch such a project in your company. And now I'm ready for questions.
Margarita, wow, 37% growth on the same cost per acquisition is definitely a great number. So there's an interesting question in this direction. So have you completely replaced descriptive conversions with predictive conversions, or do you still find value in utilizing descriptive conversions for certain scenarios and purposes?
We still have one descriptive conversion in all campaigns. So that's a first purchase, because we want campaigns to know that this client made a purchase, so that was a good client. We sometimes use other descriptive conversions like confirming emails or opening chats, but usually we do it when we have not enough predictive conversions. So for example, if we launch a new dating product, there is no history in the account, and algorithms just don't have a base where and how they can learn. So in this case, yes, we add them, but mostly we use predictive conversions.
Great, thanks for that. And another question for you. So which instrument are you using for the predictions, and how does it send the relevant signal to the campaigns, or do you do it manually? Can you please elaborate on this?
So we upload them through API. For example, if it's Google Ads, that's Google Ads API. It is done automatically by our research center, so by our data analysts. They were also the ones who developed these mathematical models which calculate these predictions. So if you want to make predictive conversions, it's not a project that you as a, for example, user acquisition manager can do on your own. You need the help of data analysts and web analysts to do this.
All right, great. Thanks again for your presentation. And now I'm very excited to present and welcome our third and last speaker, Valentina Kudinova, our digital marketing strategist, who will talk about AI for evaluating your marketing effectiveness. Valentina, you have the stage. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. My name is Valentina, and I'm a digital marketing strategist at Social Discover Group. Today we are speaking about how AI helps us evaluate the effectiveness of marketing. When evaluating the effectiveness of marketing campaigns, in addition to selecting the right metrics, it is also essential to choose the appropriate attribution. The attribution model determines which campaigns will receive conversions and why. This directly affects how we evaluate marketing campaigns and allocate budgets. As an example, let's consider a project where the effectiveness of marketing campaigns is evaluated based on two main metrics: acquiring new paying customers for sale and customer spending on the project, LTV. Let's examine different types of attributions using the example of one customer, client A, whose interaction with our marketing activities. As we can see on the conversion chain, the client A interacted with several prospecting channels as a media, paid search, organic search, and remarketing channels as a paid remarketing and notifications. In the last paid click attribution model, we exclude notification as a free channel, so paid remarketing channel will receive the entire conversion first sale. Offer channels will receive nothing. But what about them? Did they contribute to acquiring this customer? In the first click attribution model, we face the same problem. Only one channel will receive first sale. In this example, it will be media. Even if we use more complex models, such as time decay, where conversion is distributed based on the proximity, or position-based, where conversion is distributed according to pre-established rules for first, last, and intermediate clicks, all channels will receive a share of conversion, but we cannot be sure that we have correctly distributed the weights and determined the contribution of each channel. Data-driven attribution based on machine learning determines the weight and value of each marketing channel for each interaction chain of the customers. It is important to note that DTA does not use static weights for marketing channels, but determines them for each conversion chain separately every time. DTA also can attribute value-based metrics like LTV. Without a doubt, the right attribution is very important. Now let's compare the effectiveness of different marketing campaigns depending on the attribution model. For example, let's take last paid click, first click, and DDA attribution models. For simplicity, we will evaluate effectiveness based on cost per first sale, CPA. For example, let's take 5 campaigns and attempt to reallocate their marketing budget based on CPA. In this example, if CPA for campaign is above average, we decrease the budget. If it is below average, we increase the budget. If CPA is twice the average value, then we turn off the campaign, like a campaign 3 and 4 for first registration attribution. As you can see, depending on the attribution, we will make completely different decisions. After reallocating the marketing budget, in total, we have different numbers of registration and first sales for each attribution model with the same marketing budget. We have the best result for numbers of sales and CPA according to DDA attribution. In the case of last paid click, we reduce the budget for prospecting channels in favor of remarketing, so narrowing the favor. In the case of the first click model, we reduce the budget for remarketing channels, resulting in a wider funnel. In the case of DTA, we have a more balanced funnel. So using AI-based attribution allows us to see the contribution of each campaign more objectively, correctly assess and allocate the marketing budget, and achieve the best result with the same marketing expenses. Thanks for your attention. Do you have any questions?
Valentina, thanks for your presentation. And yeah, I have a question, like how does data-driven attribution differ from traditional attribution methods in evaluating performance?
Yes, of course. So different to traditional attribution models, like the last paid click and first click, distribute conversion based on pre-definite rules. So it have to last paid click or last click or first click or the I don't know in the middle click. Yeah. So but DTA, distributed conversion individually for each conversion path based on big data, and it's suitable for your own project.
Perfect. So do you use correlation of first click, last click, and traditional attribution models in correlation with data-driven attribution, or you completely gave up on those traditional attribution models in your activities?
So yes, we see some correlation in all models. Depends on I don't know. So the different attributions models. Sorry, I have some notifications.
That's okay, Valentina. Thank you very much. So guys, great materials. What do you think how people will react in time when they start making distinction between AI-generated content and organic content? Do you think that will impact campaigns, or there will be some reactions and lower campaign effectiveness? So this is a question for everyone, and I would love to hear your thoughts, because there are a lot of debates out there about the pros and cons of AI. So Daniil, what is your take on this question? What are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I think AI will be so advanced that people will not distinguish real content from AI content, but we should not be worried about this, because we already see a lot of AI-generated content and we don't even notice it, especially in static creatives. We see some models, we see sometimes voice is changed by AI. It's the future, and we should not be worried. We should adapt and evolve as humans always do.
Margarita, what do you think?
I agree with Daniil. I mean, I've seen the static images. I can't tell the difference. And I think in the next year, we'll see the same quality for video. So for now, I think we should just wait and learn how to make prompts.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but listening to you guys, I mean, do you ever get concerned or slightly worried that AI can take our jobs at some point of time?
Oh, not
No,
really.
I think
Sorry. Daniil, go ahead.
Not really, because I think AI will not replace human brain completely, but it will definitely replace the people who refuse to learn how to work with AI and stay competitive. So this is the concern that you should have and you must have, I would say. But other than that, AI is great and it will help us in our work, create better personalized ads and all this great stuff.
Valentina, do you agree with this?
Yes, I think our job maybe will change what we will do, but so AI can take our job.
All right, one more for all of you guys, and I want to hear Margarita's thoughts first. Do you think Sam Altman was fired and hired again in a short time span from OpenAI because he found Skynet in that lab? there were a lot of rumors about that Q project, about making a breakthrough with general AI, which is kind of a quantum loop more advanced than generative AI. And it really raised a lot of dust. So what do you think actually happened there?
Oh, I think we are living in very interesting times.
Yeah, I couldn't
Well,
agree more.
I bet he really hid something from the Ethics Commission. It didn't happen like just because they wanted to oust him. Why is another question. I'd really like to know the answer, and I really hope he didn't make a Skynet.
Yeah, I hope so too. All right, perfect. Well, I guess there aren't any more questions from our audience. Daniil, Margarita, Valentina, I want to thank you again for sharing your tricks of the trade. I'm sure our audience found it very insightful, and they will put into use in their own efforts and activities very soon. I also want to share with our viewers and listeners that there will be more webinars on interesting topics coming out of our kitchen soon. So stay tuned. And until we see each other next time, remember that Skynet is watching. Bye, everyone.